Warning, you may not like the amount of math we're having you do. Also, sorry if we sound like robots. Try to bear with us, but pause when we tell you to. Proportional and non-proportional fractions.
Hi, I'm Kylie,
And I'm Dylan.
and today we are teaching you about everything you need to know about proportional fractions. First, you need to know what proportional fractions are. Proportional fractions are two fractions that are equivalent in simplest form. Non-proportional fractions are not equivalent in simplest form. To find out if two fractions are proportional or not, you can use two different methods. You could simplify the fractions, or you could cross multiply. Now, let's look at two fractions and decide if they are proportional or not. 1/5 equals 20 over 100. First, we can use the method of simplifying the fractions. 1/5 can't be simplified, so it stays 1/5. 20 over 100 can be simplified to 1/5 when the numerator and denominator are divided by 20. 1/5 is equal to 1/5, so the two fractions are proportional. Now, let's try the second way with the same problem. This time, we are going to cross multiply the two fractions. 1 times 100 equals 100, and 20 times 5 also equals 100. 100 equals 100, so the fractions are proportional.
Okay, so you learned how to tell if two fractions are proportional. Now we're going to look at two different fractions and try to find whether or not they're proportional. First, we are going to use the method of simplifying. 1 over 10 equals 2 over 30. 1/10 cannot be simplified, so it stays 1/10. 2 over 30 can be simplified by dividing it by 2. 2 over 30 in simplified form is 1 over 15. 1/10 and 1 over 15 are not equivalent, so they are not proportional. Now we can use the same two fractions and cross multiply them. 1 times 30 equals 30, and 2 times 10 equals 20. 30 and 20 are not equivalent, so again, we know that the fractions are not proportional. Let's try something different. Now we're going to have you try some problems by yourself. When we ask you to pause the video, solve the problem. When you play the video again, we will tell you the correct answers.
You should use whichever method we tell you to. When we show you the correct way to solve the problem, we will use the first method of simplifying. Okay, so let's try our first problem. Are 1/3 and 6/24 proportional or non-proportional? Pause the video now and solve this problem using the simplifying method. Okay, so have you solved the problem? Let's go through the steps and see if you were correct. 1/3 can't be simplified, so it stays 1/3. And 6/24 can simplify to 1/4. 1/3 and 1/4 are not equivalent, so the fractions are not proportional.
Now, let's try our second practice problem. Pause the video and solve the problem. 5 over 5 fifteenths equals 20 over 60. 5 times 60 equals 300, and 15 times 20 equals 300. 300 equals 300, so the two fractions are proportional.
In conclusion, proportional fractions are two fractions that are equivalent in simplest form, while non-proportional fractions are the opposite of that. Also, both types of fractions can be simplified, or they could be cross-multiplied to see if they are proportional or non-proportional.
So, we hope you learned a lot today, and thanks for watching.